The doctor in front of your name.
So when can I book a session with you? Because that's the real tea. Like when, or like, are you taking client? No, okay. You, oh my gosh, my head is spinning right now. It's just so much information. I hope y'all are writing this down because you're gonna need this later. When we change our perspective about how relationships worked out, then we can see ourselves as being overcomers, being triumphant over the things that other people may have deemed as failures. Is that what you're saying, Jen?
Yeah. And
My
taking
God.
all of the experience. So sometimes we say, oh, that person just didn't treat me right, or they didn't do this and they didn't do that. And we enter this new dating experience or a relationship with other people the same way. No. It was two of y'all in that relationship. So we evaluate, what could I have done better? Right? And what could what do I want in a partner for what I have experienced in the past? What happens is we don't learn the lessons. So we keep repeating the same test with different partners because we ain't got it yet. We don't have it yet. We don't have it yet. It's not just showing up confidently. It's not just I'm the best thing since sliced bread. That may be a little bit true, but it's to refine who you are so that you can be a better version for yourself and for your potential partners in the next experience or the last experience, right? Your forever partner, right? It's not just to say what they did and what happened and how they mistreated you. No. What on both ends, what could I have done better? Could I have been more patient? Could I have been more communicative? Could I have been more understanding, right? Could I have made more time? And when we put both of those pieces together and we do our own self-work, then we can show up confidently because we didn't just waste our time, right? We had an experience.
It was all an experience.
It was all an experience.
Oh my goodness. I got to listen to this podcast myself because I feel like you're reading me on my own podcast, but it's cool though, Jen. Like it's cool. So you kind of alluded to this in your response from my previous question. So when discussing things like imposter syndrome, I feel like that's something we often talk about and think about in spaces of professionalism, whether it's like school or work or what have you. But we don't really talk about it when it comes to being in these dating spaces and how we often can feel like imposters or not good enough. And I'm wondering, like, how can we kind of overcome imposter syndrome while dating?
One of the things is we have to find people that are safe for us. When you're in a safe space, it's easier for you to unmask your vulnerabilities, right? You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not. When one, you know who you are and you know what you offer. When I know who I am, I know what I do well. And I also know the opportunities in which I need to improve on, right? That comes with the self-work. So when you have someone or when you're dating quality people that have the qualities that you desire, number one, you need to look for safety. So when you're not at your best self, you can say, this is something that I would like to work on, right? So when we talk about showing up confidently, it's not, again, I'm amazing and I do everything right. It's I'm amazing. I have these strengths, and it's not weaknesses. I have these opportunities, right? And for people who are safe, you feel a little bit more empowered to share your opportunities. And it doesn't have to be that this is a deep relationship. These could literally just be friends. Your friendship should be safe. And with safe people, you can kind of unmask and say, this is some of the things that I'm working on. And it doesn't have to be like a spill out session. It can come up in conversation when we're learning about each other, when we're learning what we like and what we don't like. First of all, you have to get rid of lying to yourself.
Talk about that.
You can't show up trying to defeat imposter syndrome when you wear a mask every day in your other spaces.
The doctor in front of your name.